Hi, ladies and gentlemen, men and women, boys and girls. How are you? Hope all is well with everyone. I am not in the other house. I'm actually in my brother's house right now. I'm in the basement. Different background, as you can see. I wanted to talk to you guys about what was it, 9120 something? I don't remember the number, but the building at Jane and Wilson intersection. It's called Acres, something Acres, right? When I had spoken about that building and stuff, what I had said to you guys was there was a girl they called Big Sis, and Big Sis had to do with prostitution, or basically having sex for money. Now, what I didn't tell you is, based off of all the setups they've been trying to set me up, I actually remembered where I met this girl, right? It wasn't just her I met. I also met another one named Nicole that's also brown. She's another one that was in the building threatening and saying she can't wait till they come get me. Whoever they are, right? That's going to come get me while they're doing the magic and stuff. She's another brown girl. But Big Sis, she's from Nova Scotia. Some more information about her. She had lost a child through murder in Nova Scotia, hence why she doesn't go back there. Maybe that's why she does all the drugs that she does, who knows. But I'm going to tell you where I know this girl from, or these girls from. See, it's funny how coincidences are coincidences, but they really are not. So, long time ago when I used to party, or even dress with this hat on and stuff like that, there used to be an after hours place at Old Western Road and Rogers. The person that had owned the facility, the spot at the time, his name was, what was his name? Not Fuji. What was his name? Harris. Was it Harris? Yes, I believe it was Harris. His name was Harris. When I went to this club and stuff like that, would be the first time I've ever met and come across these particular girls. Now, how I'm explaining to you how I know these girls is simply because who was so-called their pimp at the time was a guy named Scrappy. Well, I called him Scrappy, but they call him Scoopy. Who was he friends with? He would be friends with one of my baby fathers, which I already gave you his name. His name is Kerchief, also known as White Boy, for that is what I call him. I call him White Boy, but he is known as Kerchief, and he is on the Sound Roots Man. If anybody doesn't know who he is, that would be who he is. Kerchief Rundell. That would be his real government name, Rundell Peters, right? See, his friend introduced me to these people. The thing is, I never spoke to them. I only spoke to his friend, and his friend had come across me and said if I can be the girl to watch over those said girls, right? Now, when he said this to me, I thought he was very stupid. I don't know why he would think that I would be watching over any girls. I don't have patience for girls at all. Girls don't even like me, right? So, which is what I said to him. And I said, nah, I go, the only thing that's going to probably happen is I'm going to end up fighting with these people, right? But then again, you already know how prostitution and stuff works, right? When it comes to actually say getting into any kind of mix up with the so-called ring of it, right? For if he is a pimp and I say took him up on his stupid offer, chances are I would have probably also have been or turned into a prostitute, right? So this is the first time I've ever met these girls. See, I couldn't pinpoint how I know them, but I knew them from somewhere, right? So long story short, on the setup, right, that would be how my baby father, Kerchief, had something to do with the prostitution girls that's in the building, by the way, at Jane and Wilson, that seem to want to be set me up, everybody, to make it look like I sell my ass or something, right? Now, I want to give you another heads up. How I came into interacting with the other baby father was through specifically Kerchief, right? Rundell Peters, right? From Roots Man Sound, right? How I got to know punk ass baby father, Garfield, was through actually him, where I wouldn't say I knew him through him. What I did was acknowledge him through him. See, punk ass baby father, right? Based off of this so-called cult that they work with and everything like that. They've always been trying to get this baby father to be somebody in my life. See, the thing is, remember when I said that I am not easy to actually talk to, and men do weird things to me even when I'm trying to avoid them at all costs? And when I say that I don't look them or anything like that, see, that's just it. This is how I'm going to equate everybody to everybody based off of this one baby father, Garfield, right? See, I acknowledged Garfield through Kerchief. But before that, I'll tell you all the players, right? See, I had a friend. See, I only have like two girlfriends. One's name is Nikita. The other one is named Teresa, right? Now, I'm going to show you how I had been introduced to this man 10 million times over, but it just never took, right? For they had to go in multiple ways to get him, for me to acknowledge or even see him. For, as I said, when people think I'm looking their man, I'm not. Half of the time I don't even see them, right? So Kerchief was the one that made me actually acknowledge him. But the first time I've ever known anything about him would have had to been through Isa, which probably has a case on me acting like I'm threatening her life or something. Yep, which I wouldn't, because she can't beat me up. It's a waste of time. Anybody who knows me understands that I don't even waste time fighting people, because if I feel like I could beat you up, I don't even see the purpose of it. Sorry. I gotta see why I'm putting effort in it to begin with. Right? So of course there would be her, right? So it would be Isa, because she was my friend also at one point. She was a friend that was connected to my brother that is in Jamaica right now, currently named Keon. How I met her is off of 77 Gilsborough. That's right, another house that I lived in. Right? See, the setup of me has to do with years of preparation, ladies and gentlemen. They had to come in all different ways, different angles, from me even meeting this person, Garfield, right? So when I met Garfield, it have to have been at the time periods when, say, I went to Manana High School, right? Would have been when I met him. At the time, I would have known Isa, I would have known Teresa, and how I would have even gotten to meet this man would have been simple. I would have had to went somewhere with them to meet him, right? So between Isa and between Teresa, I got to meet him in his location, which was Glendower at the time, right? Scarborough. At the time, meeting him in Scarborough, I was introduced through him through another person named Garfield, right? See, the name Garfield kept ringing in, but I never knew who this Garfield was. For the first Garfield I ever knew was my friend's baby father, Teresa, and her baby father was named Garfield, right? Now, in the process of meeting her baby father, I also met Andrew, which is Buju, which is my baby father's brother. How do you see where I'm going with this? Is how I'm meeting him. But even when I met him at the time, still did not pay any attention to him all this time, right? So he wasn't able to come through to know me through the first time of me engaging to know this person, because again, it wasn't relevant, right? Again, he is also Corey's cousin, which is also Crystal's brother that has twins that lives in Hamilton, right? I'm going to give you the heads up of even all the drug play that they're trying to set me up with Sweats, Crystal, and Corey through Hamilton, right? Also Megan, right? With my son, for you lived in Hamilton too. See, everybody has been trying to set me up with these drug things and stuff like that. But the thing is, I'm not the drug dealer. They're the drug dealers. I just happen to walk and go in those locations with them, right? If I didn't go in those locations with them, I would not even be in those locations, right? See, the thing when it comes to me is I'm really a homeboy. a homegirl. Like, I stay home all the time. For you to do anything with me, you have to literally try to get me out of my house, right? Everybody knows that. Right? It's not easy for me to come outside, for I never come outside. I don't see the purpose, right? As I said, I ain't a drug dealer. I ain't on the corner, so I have no purpose to be outside. And if I go outside, I'm gonna spend money, waste it. And I don't know about wasting money when you already know I'm on assistance, paid market rent. So it's not like I could just sit down and waste money every day. That's crazy, right? So everybody always has to draw me out to bring me outside. So let me give you another heads up on this baby father, Garfield, right? This baby father, Garfield, also has another baby mother, and her name is Mel. They call short for Melanie. She would be the girl that lives in Montreal. She has twins for my baby father. Now, how do I meet her? I'll show you. See, Garfield has this thing where he always brings everybody to my house. I don't know why he does that, but he does that. He brings all his girls and stuff to my house, even though I say don't do that because I don't like people coming to my house, right? But he always does this. Now you know why he does this, right? So Mel, right, the one that has twins for him, the first time I've ever met her was at, you know where, 3330. First time I've ever met her. Never met her before until that location. This girl. He brought her over there. Her speech was, "You're very pretty." And then we went outside, me, him, and her. He brought me one time with her in the car and dropped her off somewhere past Royal, by the way. Royal and Dixon and stuff like that. Because FYI, ladies and gentlemen, Mel or slash Mel, half short Mel, she is a I guess she's an escort, for he drove me one time with her past that location to go pick her up. And I remember him talking about how she is and whatever. And I said, "Why are you sleeping with her then?" Right? I remember saying that to him. And I'm like, "So you're mad at the girl's hustle? Because clearly she pays for everything herself. So what are you, her pimp?" Right? See, the prostitution and the whoring and selling ass and how everybody's trying to set it up all has to do with, again, Garfield. That's connected to Kerchief. That made me have to be introduced through Kerchief to even know Garfield, for I still did not care about Garfield. See, even this little brother here also had to tell me about this person, Garfield. They went so far as to, my friend Nikita, well, her cousin has a kid for Garfield too, right? See all the connections? How Garfield is everywhere? Everywhere. See, they had to do everything under the sun to get me to acknowledge this man, right? When they said there's a Garfield in the maze, I couldn't understand who the hell they were talking about. Because at the time when he got to the maze, I no longer even spoke to the other Garfield, which is Teresa's baby father. For at that time, I think he already lost his mind, right? So when they're saying Garfield, I kept asking them, who are they talking about? Because the only Garfield I know is that Garfield. right? So everybody took a while for me to get to know this person, Garfield, like everybody. See, it was a whole setup of everybody trying to get me to know this one, from the brother up here. Oh, look, Garfield is looking for you, you know. Oh, he's in the maze now, you know. To his cousin Kevin that lives in the maze. Are you all seeing where I'm going with this? You know, stuff that has to do with, you know, even my masculine. For instance, to actually engage with this Garfield while I was in the maze, I just had my son at the time. He was born in 1998, right? How I met this Garfield was through my brother. You want to know where I was at the time? I was actually at my masculine's house, in his basement. And guess who brought him to me? Looking like my masculine. See, the person who brought him to me, for me to see him, to acknowledge him, to even know who he is, was this little brother in this house. Yeah. See, when the little brother brought him over there, see, the little brother that I'm telling you about that's here, that keeps acting like a fool, that I told you was going to go to jail, he's a shapeshifter. See, he shapeshifted into my masculine. So all the time when I was wondering how I knew this person Garfield, it's because this little brother shapeshifted into him for me to know him within my masculine's house, right? So when all of this happened, this is how I met so-called Garfield, just about to have my son from Kerchief. Now, how does Kerchief and Garfield claim they know they're one another? To my knowledge, this had to do with jail. See, when it comes to the drug setup and everything like that, and how all the players come into play, see, it has to do with houses like 2, 3, 4 pellet for Matthew, you know, Sweats, that used to stay in Hamilton when I was going to Hamilton to see him. See, that's the next thing. See how I got introduced to him, because as I said, you would have to come to me, for I don't go to anybody, right? For me to engage in anyone, everybody has to come to me. So 2, 3, 4 pellet, Matthew had to come there. 2, 3, 4 pellet, the one that raped me, Germs. Did I tell you guys his name? By the way, I don't even know his real name, just to show you how I am not that close to him, right? I only know him as Germs, right? Even there, when I told you he flashed me, 2, 3, 4 pellet at that house. Let's see. A Mikey that's connected to a Teresa, one of my best friends. Yes. How he's connected to me? Through that house too. 2, 3, 4 pellet. Right? See, everybody wants to make it look like I'm a drug dealer, but see, everybody else is the drug dealer, just trying to mix me in their situation and their shit. And how everybody's tied together is simply this: they all work together. Everybody works together. There's no new face, old face, anything like that. Everybody works together, including my family, right? For a 2, 3 pellet had something to do with me too. Before I left, before I even was there, before it got lost, I lived at Chalk Farm. This would be how I meet Mikey. Right? So a lot of things happen 2, 3, 4 pellet, right? Had to do a lot with 2, 3 pellet, including my father. See, when I left from Chalk Farm, I left Chalk Farm under the impression that, based off of my mother getting rid of all the tenants that lived there, that we would have to go there and help pay the mortgage. See, that was the impression I was under when I left Chalk Farm and came to 2, 3, 4 pellet, right? For I just lived right there. So when I came to 2, 3, 4 pellet from Chalk Farm, anybody who knows me knows very well, just like Chalk Farm knows me very well. I've had couches over there. They were red and green. Before they were red and green, they were cream with a different color that Garfield changed from Brookwell. Right? Then when I went to Chalk Farm, see, all these people are going to come into play, like Like another one nicknamed Sledge, but his name is Lejean, right? He was just a convenient. He was actually my first convenient, to be exact, right? He was another one. He worked at the bank, and then all of a sudden, poof, out of nowhere, he decided he wanted to be a drug dealer when I lived at Chalk Farm. How is he connected to Lejean? Well, guess what? Garfield decided he's going to give Lejean a gun. Didn't I tell you that Garfield is the narc? The supplier. Full supplier, right? Full supplier, right? He's always the supplier. He's everywhere, always supplying, right? This is how everybody comes into play, right? As for Ashley, yes, another one of so-called my baby father's baby mothers that is also trying to set up the masculine is the baby mother, I think, of the masculine. But see, she hid, right? She ran away. She thought that she could kill two birds with one stone, like attack me through Garfield, which was insignificant to me always his whole life, right? That didn't work out for her, and there's Trap House in Brampton. Yes. See, trap houses everywhere, right? Trap houses. Yes, your next friend, Arain, that's actually connected to you, Garfield, through your first baby mother, Shanine's mother, which is Paula, which is Arain's baby mother is, what's her name? What's her sister's name? Nadine or something? And he has kids for her too? Yeah. That friend? Yeah. That friend that popped off his gun on me? Yeah, just to show you how everybody is connected, right? Where did Arain live? Oh, yep, right next to the maze. Yep, on the back streets. See, everybody can be connected to Garfield, including Garfield being connected to the building, including Garfield buying an Explorer truck the same day, paperwork through his baby mother, Trisha, on the block, the block that they say I don't live it. The same day that I got raped from germs. Then Garfield came there early in the morning. He was there early in the morning, him and his daughter, Cache, and we both went into the house. We both went into that car and drove to that car lot right there at where the dollar store is, and you bought an Explorer right there on the same day. You know the block that everybody keeps acting like I've never lived at? Yeah. So, because I don't know how to work this phone good for you guys yet, to show you guys and give you example, right? When I left Chalk Farm, I left the furniture in Chalk Farm, beds and everything, right? New start, coming to pellet. So I bought these leather couches. These leather couches, by the way, they're in this house right now, presently. Now pay attention now, because if I've never lived at this building, I can't understand how these chairs are here right now, right? See, when I told you guys I left and brought my stuff from the place that they say I don't live at, and I put it in the storage, the storage I told you can't sleep in because it's so small. See, my leather couches, the 2-seater and the long one is what they're called, they would take up the whole space in that storage. That's how big the storage is. A really small storage. See, I never brought no couches. I never took no beds. None of those furnitures, no table that's in my house, nothing from 3330. Any big things, I took nothing of there, right? What I brought to my storage was mostly clothes and shoes. For they kept setting me up and acting as if I can't move anything out of there unless I had a truck. See where I'm going with this? So because of that, I just kept going there little by little and taking up little things and putting into the storage. See, when I was doing that, I already knew what I wasn't taking from what I wasn't taking. And every single thing that I left there, I wasn't taking. It was to be garbage, right? See, what's so funny about this is a lot of my stuff from that building is here. like these couches. The first time I ever bought these couches was at 234 Pellet when I left Chalk Farm. That's when I bought these couches. And then I sent them up here, right? When I moved. Remember when I told you I moved and I had to leave all my stuff here? That is how these couches got here. And then I immediately moved a month later when I told you I didn't have my stuff. Yeah, those stuff that went missing and stuff like that. See, these couches ended up staying up here at that time. They didn't come down with me, right? Which they never did, right? Another setup who would probably try to be incriminating me. Her name would be Miss Sherry from where? Hardwick. Yeah. See, remember I told you those trife niggers, whatever, from Hardwick at Acres? Yeah. Talking about gun, gun talk and everything. Gang shit. Yeah. At that Acres building too. Right? So how do I know Miss Sherry? Yeah, through Teresa. Did she live with me at one time? Yes, she did. Right? See, when I left 234 Pellet, because I had to, she's who I moved into that so-called last address that so-called government has my name on, right? See, all these people are drug dealers. Every single one of them is drug dealers. Everybody is a drug dealer. Her son was very small when he lived with me, and she also had her aunt stay there, Molly, but I guess Molly was the one that had to stay there and watch me and take 6 while she does all her drug dealing, you know, because she never stayed there, she never slept there, she never was even there to send her kid to school. And even her kid asked the question, how come T's always home? When I wake up, I see T every day. That's because I stay home. Because you see, if I did drugs, I'd be outside, right? I'd look like you, Miss Sherry, right? From Hardwick, right? Teresa and Nikita together joining up. Because you see, both of them coming to my house together, caring feelings. One wants to go out, the other doesn't, because you already know, I told you guys already. One's down low, right? Right? So, of course, everybody is playing this game, right? The first time I've ever engaged with a girl, she was from, guess where? Thruway Drive. See, even my school people that I went to school with in elementary was setting up a lot of stuff. Yeah. See, when I was on the road homeless for that time period that I was outside, ladies and gentlemen, I was doing a whole lot of recon work and tracking back and all kind of stuff, right? To see who all the players were, right? But it wasn't just the fact of all the players. I wanted to see all the other players, like for instance, the church people, right? Right? The church people and where a lot of them live, right? See, when you guys want to play with me, make sure I can't find you, right? Because you guys were all easy to find, by the way. That's why you guys freaked out when I was at 720 Thruway, you know. As I said, I'm the type when I was on the street to come knock your door. When you're talking about the blood of Jesus, yes, of course you're saying blood of Jesus. You already know whose bloodline I'm from. That's why you panicked. You and your son. Remember, your son wanted to beat my ass when I came knocking that door, right? See, everybody acts like they're untouchable, like they're not seen and nobody can see them. You guys are all seen. Nobody's untouchable. None of you. I don't care what society you guys claim you're from. As I said, you're all cults. Right? You're all cults that worked with my family to take something from me, right? This is what you did, and you guys been doing this and continuing to do it. See, I'm sitting here and I'm actually waiting right now for, you know, this little brother to open his garage, right? Because I want to go inside the garage because, as I said, the address that I don't live at, 3330, they brought all those stuff here. Yeah. Everything that I discarded and said I didn't want is all here. So how would they get here? If you weren't colluding with Nancy, the landlord, and the whole building that's trying to set me up, right? As for crystals, there's a lot of crystals, Crystal, Jillian's daughter, Crystal, Garfield's cousin, Crystal, that lives at 3330 on my floor, right across from my address, which was 302, right? Crystal, what was your name? Crystal Stewart? Yeah. See, it's easy to connect all of you. Let me show you how deep I can connect all of you, right? See, you're connected, Crystal, to you setting me up with the girl that my masculine decided he's going to talk to, right? Downright Mary, I think, right? See, she's also the girl that, with Crystal Stewart, tried to set me up on the plaza, the plaza with the Western Indian grocery store, that of course everybody keeps acting like I never lived there. Right? I've never lived there, right? See, when you all set me up, don't you remember what I said to you, Crystal? Didn't I tell you you shouldn't use your kids as pawn for when you and that little girl, what is her name? Barbie? Right? Remember how I met you through Probin? See all the connections, sweetheart? Ladies and gentlemen, Probin. Remember how I met you? You guys were all shocked that I didn't know who you are, for I wouldn't know who you are. Right? But that didn't stop you from terrorizing me, right? With the church people. Right? At the laundromat, right there, across from the No Frills, when you came into the restaurant with green hair in your head, along with the church people. Right? See, you've been trying to interact with me, right? You also called the phone when my number was a different number. Remember? And you were like, is this Tina? And I was like, yo, I don't have time for any of these bitches. Considering I wasn't dating anybody. So I don't know why any girls calling my phone as if they want to terrorize me, right? I believe when you called, I blocked you, right? Still insignificant, for I still didn't know who you were, right? And then when I met you, guess how I met you? Yeah, at a night. That's how I met you. And that's when Probin was like, you don't know her? And you were talking to me for a long time. And then I stopped and I said, I'm sorry. My apologies. My name is T and yours is. And if you remember, you said, don't act like you don't know me. You're Isa's friend. And I thought to myself, what is this little girl talking about, considering that I am nowhere near Isa's friend? And this Isa is so scared. She's always hiding when I see her. Right? She runs out of places if I see her. But see, she has to run out of the places if I see her, for she already had paperwork going on as if I am a threat to her, right? Hence why she would run away, right? Hence why, Teresa, you tried to make me interact with her to set me up. See, all of you guys think you're playing this little thing. Because what am I? Am I a mafia girl? Am I a drug dealer? Am I an escort girl? Am I a prostitute? It's like you guys want to hit me all angles here. What am I? Because either way, whatever you guys claim I am, damn, I should have money. I should really have money, right? I should have money. And then I shouldn't even be on assistance. And then I shouldn't be struggling and paying market rent if I got it like that, right? See, all of you guys can tie in together. Every single one of you. There's none of you that is exempt from this. When I stopped talking to you, Garf, I couldn't understand why the family always wanted you around, even though they knew I hated your guts. I'd even see you at Christmas time, and I'm like, yo, why is this nigga here? At those times, I was married. Right? I'm like, what is this guy doing here? Like, I can't go nowhere, and I don't see this fucking nigga. See, you're everywhere, right? The first time I had any sexual intercourse with a girl was when I was really small, just to show you how I could tie in the families and everybody from when I was going to school when I was in elementary. Paulette, Your daughter Stephanie in your house. Where? 723. Yeah. Another person over there, Sonia, that left Falstaff. Matthew's mom. Wendell's mom. Because everybody knows you guys, your brother actually changed the law because he's raping girls and talking about he could do whatever he wants because he's underage. Yeah. 723. Right? Remember when you were in jail and you're trying to set me up through who? Carrie from Falstaff. Let me show you guys the players. Right? Nikki, that's what lad. Let me show all you guys the players. Ain't none of you guys hidden. You all tried to set me up on stuff I don't even do. Like, you're all the drug dealers. You're all the ones who carry the guns. I don't think you're exempt, Benz. Right? I could connect you to Camille, my sister. You with Ryder, who's connected to Bigga, who's friends with Junior, which name is Ryder, Junior, which his name is Fingers, connected to Teresa, that had him in my house, case in my house, because he's a robber. Do you remember that robbery you guys tried to do downtown? Yeah, do you remember? And you guys had cars with gun and all kind of shit, and you guys claimed you were gonna rob, and the girls tried to cop out of it, and I was like, yeah, this is the shit you guys doing. Do you remember? Junior, Ryder, do you remember? You were wondering how I know who you are? Because you're connected to Camille, who's connected to Bigga. You were Bigga's Ryder. You were Bigga's gun hand. Yeah. See, y'all, it's easy to connect you guys. For you're all connected together, trying to set up the girl with all kind of shit that you all effing do. Right? You're all the drug dealers. You're all the ones frauding. You're all the ones prostituting your asses. Girlfriend, you been nasty. I'm telling you from time. You one of the nasty ass niggas I've ever known. See, you live in that house with Trisha, and you had that girl Mel living in there while sleeping with her in there. Right? And you're supposed to be the person that's mimicking my masculine. Yo, you could never be that nigga if you tried. Damn, you be wearing Jordans like him, and I asked you, like, what Jordan is that you're wearing? You can't tell me. Yeah, because y'all need to copy people. Right? Copy, and you have to copy. You have to try to be like them. When shit ain't working in you guys' way, then you start doing magic and shit. That's why you knew what a warlock was, remember? What do you mean I do magic? What are you talking about? Remember when you came to 3330 saying all of this, acting like you're not who you are? And saying, I don't do magic, what is that? But you knew exactly what a warlock is, because you're a warlock, homie. Doing magic. Right? So Crystal Stewart from 3330 that tried to connect me to the stupid dumbass girl Barbie that is also connected to my other masculine. You know, you took him on, he took you to Jamaica? Right? Listen, I don't have nothing good to say when it comes to you masculines helping and aiding and doing stupid things, because y'all even set yourself up with these people. Right? See, even the person I married is connected to that girl for her whole family. What are you guys named? Tisa and Tamara? I probably seen you guys in a dance one time and you were with your mom, and I remember thinking, I will never be the mom that goes to any dance with my kids. Right? She was out there fighting with you guys and stuff. Worse, making me not know you, Barbie. How old could you probably be if I know who your sisters are? And again, still irrelevant from Jungle. Yeah, connected with who? Annie and Bim, who's cousins with who? Paulette Stephanie, that lived in Chicheway in 710. Yo, it ain't hard to connect all of you guys. See, you guys been set me up. See, you guys been knowing who I am from long time. From I was a little kid. Right? Probate. You were introduced to my uncle, my favorite uncle, through who? My mom. Yeah. Ain't none of you guys hidden. You're all connected. Ain't nobody hidden. Right? All you that live in Hamilton, including my son. Right? All you that live in Hamilton, and I was coming out there because you claim you were going to school in Hamilton. You guys are acting like I would come out to Hamilton. Why would I go out there? I've only went out there through you people. You people. I would have never went out there, right? Even cousin, where was your so-called house that I went to 2 times? What was that, Brampton? And then what did you do? You moved? Where did you go, cousin Kim? Where did you come and live? Where? At 3330, but not 3330, the building that's connected, which is 3328. Yeah. See, the thing is with all you players and all y'all trying to set me up, schoolboy, y'all had to come to the crime scene. See, I had a video up, ladies and gentlemen, men and women, boys and girls. It was called Crime Scene. That's what it was called. See, it wasn't able to go up in YouTube because they already blocked it before it could actually go up, right? Because I would have already connected the players from then. And they didn't want me to connect everybody, which they were all connected. Every single one. Right? Don't make me talk about your false setup in St. Michael Hospital with Camille, with my daughter, Kenna. Ain't none of you guys exempt. I told you guys already, nobody's exempt. I know you're all setting me up, right? I could be in this family house all I want to be, right? Y'all still trying to set me up. Y'all still also doing magic. Right? You guys don't even know what to do because I'm all telling you you're doing it. Right? What do you mean? My son got weed up in here selling weed and shit. Yesterday he's asking me a stupid question. Oh, do you know where that thing is that was in there? And I had to repeat and I say, oh, the thing? What, you don't want to say what the thing is? Right? Because that's what I said to him yesterday. And I said, let me make something very clear. If you selling, I'm reporting it. Right? Because guess what? Ain't none of you guys set me up for no drug shit. Seen Kenna, who asked me at Pellet, oh, why don't you do drugs? And I said, if I do drugs, then I'd go to jail, and where would all of you guys be? Right? That happened at Pellet when you said that. As for my son, that's when I found out you sell drugs. When you went to Weston, hence why I sent your ass up here to Pickering. Because I thought it was the school and everything over here making you do these shit that you were doing. But no, see, all this shit was set up, right? To make it look like I have something to do with all this stuff that you all be doing, right? As for my kids and the children's aid and stuff like that, yes, I'm aware you guys all helped and aided on the children's aid scenario, including you, Cache. Right? Let's not get anything twisted. Ain't nothing hidden. See, I'm aware of everybody's shit. And I'm aware of everybody showing their face. Right? Paulette, Valerie, Annie Dem's mom, Paulette, Stephanie's mother, Diddy, right? From 720, when I went there one day. And you're there just checking me out, but how do you know my name? I know you when you were a little kid. Right? Ain't nobody exempt from trying to set up the kid. See? Oh yeah. And Superstar with that storage move? Oh yes. I tie you in to, yeah, Camille, my sister. For that storage was a setup, wasn't it? Wasn't I supposed to walk in there and it would have looked like I have drugs in the storage unit? But it didn't pan out for you I didn't go in there because I thought you should have your own privacy to your shit that's in there. Yeah, for all of you that's setting up the girl, right? Don't make me talk about you, Benz, with all the gunplay shit that you've been doing and drug shit that you're doing, trying to set me up with the shit that you guys have, right? Tony from Falstaff, aka Pinchas, that lives in the building that I don't know actually live at. That's connected to Falstaff. That's connected to his brother. That's connected. All of you is connected to my masculine. Right? Again, nothing to do with me. See, I don't know what my masculine does. I couldn't care less. See, it ain't even my business. For I never knew it. Shit, I never even knew him. Right? So the way how I see it, you see when everybody's trying to set up the girl, make sure you guys could set me up. Make sure that I be doing the shit y'all talking about. As I said, it's easy to tie in every single one of you and tie you all together. It ain't hard. None of you, not even you, Renisha, right? Kerchief, Rundell Peters, right? Including your mom, you know, that deals in the black magic too. Monica. Why do any of y'all think that you're hidden? Or Nikita with your mom? You know, on Ingram Street? Right? Come on now. Do I need to call everybody's name out? Because it ain't hard. Trust me, it's not hard. But when y'all trying to set up the girl, right? Mikey, behind the hotel. Mikey, behind the hotel, or maybe the time when I seen you in the club and you were trying to make me. You were trying to buy sex off of me, Mikey? Because that would say that I'm a prostitute, right? I have sex for money, right? Right? Wouldn't that be the case? Right? How about the fact that the one that I got married to is connected to his best friend, because they're the Versace crew, is Buckas. Who's Buckas? AKA Camille's baby father. Yeah. See, it ain't hard to connect you. AKA Ebony's godfather, Stitch. You know Stitch and Dane that I already told you guys their names? See, that was a stepfather. I mean, the godfather for Ebony that became the man that also gave the jaguar to Bambi because of the incense Camille has with her brother Bambi. Remember that jaguar? Yeah. Come on now. Let's talk about all the houses, right? The one in Brampton that signed over Camille, you sign over to Ebony. The one that's in Barrie. The condo close to St. Michael Hospital, you know, the setup that you and Canna pulled off. With fake doctors, by the way. Impersonating real doctors, by the way. Impersonating real doctors. Dr. Luang and Dr. Robertson. 2 doctors that are real, but was impersonated by false people. Yeah. This is how deep y'all shit was going. This is how deep y'all was going on trying to set me up. Right? Panicked when I came off of WhatsApp, the family chat. You're always everybody's panicking, right? Anyways, I go by the name Wiseoneteach. You can call me Teach. As I said before, see how my face is breaking out? It's from all the magic that they still be up here doing. Yeah. Let me give you a heads up on how deep these people are and how they work, right? See, I'm in the basement and the only window, it's faced to the backyard. You see the house that's behind me? That's behind our backyard here. See, that's the cult members right there. See the the next house that's connected where my mom is, on her side, again, an ex-cult house, right? See, that house over there tried to flash me when I was up here. Yep. Now, if you go out in the front, right, just go straight ahead. You had the new players that's over there, right? Listen, I know you guys are all over following me and watching me and stalking my ass, right? So yeah, as I said, I go by the name Wiseoneteach. Ain't nothing hidden from me up here. See, I know what you guys are doing, and quit the magic. Like, I'm really getting tired of this shit, right? As I said, you guys need to keep watch on all angles, right? That's why you guys have the house in front, the one on that side, the one on that side, and the one in the backyard, right? Because when I do the videos in the next house, yeah, that window faces the back, yeah. So when I'm in there, I never have those curtains open, yeah. FYI, heads up, son, yeah. Don't ever open the curtains just so the ops can fucking watch me. Yeah, listen, told you guys already, ain't nothing hidden. See, nothing that anybody do is hidden, right? Little brother with your baby mother, right? Little sister, nothing. You know the forgery that you guys are all doing? You know all the stuff that you guys are doing? Mommy dearest, right? Insurance, don't get it twisted, right? I see the stupid shit y'all be on. I see the foolishness you're all on. Oh, not to mention little brother was just trying to burn down the flipping house the other day in the middle of the night, but I guess I shook him because I went up there while he was up there blazing a fire in the middle of the night. All you hear is crack, 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 full blown fire. Trying to pretend that you ain't trying to burn down the house. Yo. Nobody's hidden. See? Don't get it twisted. Ain't nobody hidden. Right? And if you guys continue to do your magic and stuff like that, it's not gonna pan out in your favor. I keep telling you guys about that shit. It never pans out in your favor. Right? But y'all don't want to listen. Look at my face. Look at my face. For the magic. It's a good thing. I easily heal fast, right? This will be gone soon. For this is the amount of magic you all can do with your cults all around me too. Right? Remember what I told you guys when I was outside, ladies and gentlemen, for them to pull off the magic on me, they have to actually circle me. Yeah. See, if I'm in this house, somebody has to be in this house while I'm in it. If I'm in the next house, they all got to try to circle me while I'm up in the next house. Right? This is the shit that you guys are doing. And let's not talk about the moon rituals y'all be pulling off. Right? So yeah, ain't nobody exempt. And I told you already. See, whoever's trying to give speech that I'm a drug dealer and shit like that, yo, I'd love to see how I'm all these things and I ain't getting paid, right? Because for everything that I'm doing, even your trap house, Garfield, you know, with Ashley and Trisha and Irene and all you guys, and when I come up there, you guys all used to tell me to stay up here, and I told you guys I'm not staying up here because it's the trap house. Yeah, see, I don't hide when I speak, ladies and gentlemen. I call shit for what it is, right? Or maybe the Miss Saga condo that you had with your friend Hugs, Kevin. That's birthday's just, what, one day before yours, Garfield, right? Remember the escort? See, because you all be playing these things with escorts and prostitutes and all kind of shit, right? Do you remember what I said? I said, I don't understand how you guys have guns and you're doing firm, another fraud criminal activity, right? You guys are doing all these things and you have escort people in there. Do you remember the setup when you had to come to the house at Brooklyn with the so-called ricochet on your head here and your neck? And I'm asking you guys what happened, and your friend and everybody's lying to you their teeth, try not to say shit, right? Less that be hiding from me. That you again, Garfield, brought into my house, right? See, for anything to play out, ladies and gentlemen, everybody has to bring it to me. Right? Because I don't go out of my way to see anybody, right? Everybody to me is literally like an acquaintance, a person of a pass by. I'll see you today and chances are I won't see you till 2-3 years prior or something. You got to force me to see you, for I'm not going to see you. I won't have no engagement with you. And the last time I checked, if I'm a drug dealer, you guys have a lot of engagement with me if I'm a drug dealer. Right? And if I'm an escort bitch selling my ass and shit, I'd love to know who the hell I'm selling it to and why I ain't getting paid. Mel connected to Montreal, Gaddafi connected to Tyrell that I brought to the jail to see his dad while they're setting me up. Yo, listen to me, right? See, when everybody's playing these little stupid games, right? Persecute when I'm trying to get the divorce and you're sidelining me up downtown. I guess to scare the masculine from the secret when I mentioned it, that I saw you. Yeah. Do you remember you, Percy? When you had to come and bring me something at 2, 3, 4 pellet? See, because all the players have to come to wherever I am. Right? All you criminals, all you that's trying to set me up, schoolboy, right? Because the last time I saw you again, you were on the block, 3330, right in the parking lot. Well, 2 times I saw you there. Oh, connected to the Indian people downstairs. That's connected to who? Probit? Which the Indian people were connected to you, schoolboy from Malton? Huh. Yeah. See? So everybody who's doing their stuff and playing these little games and stuff like that, like, don't make me be able to connect you all, because as I said, it's easy to connect you all. And Garfield, you are the major player in connecting everybody. You are downright almost connected to everyone, right? See, because I know schoolboy who's connected to Donna and Bumper and all those stupid girls from Finch, right? Isa, who's connected to Finch people. Kelly, baby father, who is connected to Tone. Yeah, all you people who's harassing the masculine too. Yeah, man. Yeah. Bizzle, Screw, aka Screw, Scarborough, all you guys that are bothering the masculine and stuff like that. I told you already. Easy to connect all of you guys. Easy, right? Screw, that's connected to who? Kizzy, from where? Falstaff. Nikki, one of my best friends, that's connected to who? Camille. Big Megan, not Megan and Carrie, little Megan. Or Carrie that tried to interact and try to set me up with Sweats Matthew. Right? Ain't none of you guys hidden. Told you guys already. As for the masculines that's supposed to be my masculines that's supposed to come and aid and stuff like that, helping aid and bringing me right to a building. What? 3330? See, because you're also willing to like work with the ops. Yeah. Right? Or Nikita, for the building across from that, Remember how I got to know that building? It was you. You introduced me. See, you all introduced me around this block. You guys are all connected to the block. Teresa, you too, on the block, that building too. On that floor that I live too. With those church military people that kept going in my house and doing the magic. Remember, your dad lived right there. On that floor. Yeah. So don't get it twisted. You're all connected. Right? Even down to how I met you, Teresa. Right? All of you. Been trying to set up the kid. As I said, y'all gonna have to answer to it. And the way how I see it, you all better find my money, yo. Right? For all who thought that they're gonna get a cut. Right? Anyways, I go by the name Wiseoneteach. Teach. You can call me T. Or you can call me Teach. I soon see you guys soon anyways, because I'm gonna be giving you guys other videos and stuff like that. Yeah. So government that's been working with the church, right, to help aiding in the storage that, you know, everybody's gonna act like they have nothing to do with, including my mom and everybody that help aid in the rituals to be trying to sacrifice me within the church, within the storage unit. Right? But hey, what do I know, right? What do I know, right? That has access and always knows when I'm there to can go there if y'all is not friends, right? After all, beside the storage, of course, there's a church back there. You see, y'all need churches close by, everywhere where I am. Right? If that's not it, then you guys circle me 24/7 with your stupid cars and everything, right? Shoot, I can't even go to the stores up here, and you guys ain't already follow me in the grocery stores and everything. Like, do you think I don't notice you guys? I sit there and I'm like, wow, like y'all coming from the west all the way to the east, like y'all can't just leave the kid alone, huh? Yeah. Anyways, anybody looking for me? I'm at my brother's house. Yeah, for all who's looking for me, because I'm pretty sure everybody's looking for me. And I don't really answer the door if it knocks or the doorbell rings. So if you want to get my attention because you're looking for me, you're going to have to just beat off the door like you did damn cops. Because if you beat off the door like you cops, I'll come open it. Bye for now.